Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chase here. I thought I'd give a little quick video update to what's going on the channel here. First off, we're having a little hiatus on the Minecraft videos for all 8 people who watch them. Uh, I'm not bitter about people not watching them. It's just a fun little let's play that me and my girlfriend are doing. So, part 7 and 8 are going up this week. Actually, this video you'll be seeing first, and then Minecraft part 7 will be going up soon. We're hoping to actually have this finished by next week. It's going to be explained in part. Well, I'm up to part 9 right now, so it's going to be explained. Also, the next achievement horror is going to be a top 10 list, but I'm reserving that. I actually was in the midst of writing it, and then I realized E3 is coming up, and I probably should hold off until after E3 until everything's been announced, so I don't write something in that just got announced, and then when I release the video, it'd just be like, oh, I didn't know. So I'm not telling you what the top 10 list is, but everything really has to do with more information about the Xbox One as well as future titles that are going to be released for the 360 and the Xbox One. Another thing to bring up, someone messaged me on my YouTube channel and asked me what my thoughts were about the Xbox One and like doing a review of the conference as well. I think someone put it best. TV, 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 sports, 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 NFL, NFL, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Xbox, go home. Uh, Now that was pretty clever. That was pretty funny. But the thing is that the conference wasn't about everything. Sony, besides showing off the console, pretty much gave us a full glimpse as to what we can expect with the PS4. The backseat gaming, the live stream to Ustream, a few choice titles, what the controller looks like, what it does, how they're still clinging on to the move. With Xbox, it was, first off, here's the name, here's the console, and very vague descriptions as to what it can do. It was mostly just to show off the new, I can grab and pull, and I can do all this new stuff with a Kinect Center that you don't need to live in a studio apartment building in order to use. I mean, I live, I don't think I've measured my living room, but I think it's 12 feet across. It's not a big living room. And we had a Kinect, and the Kinect cradle, or there's something mounted onto our on our wall that our Kinect used to sit on, and it would just sit there and collect dust because it wouldn't work. I even bought one of those Nyko Zoom things. That didn't work. So, well, interesting to see what this Kinect 2.0 does, and the fact that it always has to be connected and on is interesting as well. I'm not going to give my final thoughts on the whole console itself because we still have a lot of vague information, and a lot of it's rumors, and they still haven't locked in a few things, i.e. the stuff they did announce people didn't like, and they're like, shit, we need to redo this. That being always online. Well, they got rid of that, but they have said that your console will have to connect to the internet at least every 24 hours to make sure licenses are on there. That's a big problem I have too. If it goes to the fact that it's going to hinder used game sales, or not used game sales, the ability to use games. I'm not taking a stance on the whole GameStop selling used games for $5 less and it's hurting the publisher or whatever. Well, you know what? Pawn shops sell used video games too. Far cheaper than GameStop. Should we go after them? Should we see how they're killing the business? No, they're making their own business. A majority of the games that I have, it's very, very rare that I buy a brand new game or even buy a game at launch. Just mainly the fact that I don't have a lot of money. I can't afford all these AAA titles at $60. So most times what I will do is if I have a friend that has borrowed it or has bought it, I will borrow it from them in exchange for something else. Or now there's a couple of local areas here that have actually started to rent video games again. My local record store rents out video games for $10 a week. And this goes for any console. This is 360, PS3, Wii. They've started carrying Wii U titles, and they've actually gone back and they're doing the retro stuff. They've got a few choice PS2 games, PS1 games. Actually, the only PS1 games they seem to have are the Final Fantasy games. The Chronicles, the Anthology, the Origins, and 7, 8, 9. And they also have a vastly superior selection of GameCube games. I mean, if you want any GameCube game, any good GameCube game anyway, they will have it to rent. Especially all the Zeldas. And I'm talking about Wind Waker, or Twilight Princess, as well as the collector's editions discs that were only sold with specific GameCubes or given out when you pre-ordered a certain thing here or there. So if you ever wanted to play the Master Quest of Ocarina of Time, you can go there. So that being said, if it does have this licensing thing, I don't know what I'm going to do about the Xbox One. I know I won't be buying it at launch because I never ever buy a console at launch because first run consoles always tend to have problems, or maybe there's just not enough games out there. Maybe look at the Wii U. It's launched back in November and there's barely anything out for the thing. And things keep getting pushed back and developers are like leaving. Like EA have said, we're done with the Wii U. It's underpowered. We want to focus on the more powerful stuff that's going to cost us more money in the long run, and maybe we'll make any of that back. I think it's a stupid decision, but what are you going to do? It's EA, right? So yeah, I won't probably be buying Xbox One at launch. I'll probably still be sticking with my 360. And I am happy to say that Microsoft will be supporting it for at least another 5 years, whether that's downloadable titles or... I'm a little scared because when people jump to the next generation, the older generation kind of get left out in the dust, and the only thing that's made for it are licensed movie games and sports games. I mean, look at the PS2. It finally kicked the bucket last year. There were still games being made for it, but it was mostly sports and movie tie-in games or music games. That was all that was being supported for it. No one was making original games for it. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm interested to see how much achievements change, because I've been hearing... let's turn this all around, no pun intended, 360 to achievements, because that's what I'm all about. From what I've been hearing is that your score and your achievements from previous games are going to be transferred over. They haven't said, though, if cross-platform games, the achievements are going to be the same, or if you unlock one for one console. They'll give me an example. Call of Duty Ghosts. Not saying I'm never going to play the game, because I'm not really a Call of Duty fan. But what is interesting with Ghost is, if I get the 360 version, can I, in fact... If I unlock an achievement in the 360 version, we'll unlock in the Xbox One, so I don't have to double up and play that again. I mean, I do that with Multi Games Enemy. I mean, when you theoretically look at this with Batman Arkham Asylum, you can theoretically get 4,000 gamer score from the one game on 2 different consoles, 2 different types of games. Because the Game of the Year edition counts as another one. So you can get 2,000 to 360, and if you get the games for Windows version, you can actually get 2,000 there. You can actually get... Well, if there was gamer score on the Steam version, you can get 6,000, but they don't do that. Gabe Newell, why don't you do that? I would play more Steam games if you did that. Another thing, too, is that they're talking about developers making achievements on the fly, or tweaking achievements on the fly. I would be interested in this because there are some games that, thanks to you taking it off the marketplace or cutting the online portion of it, I cannot 100% complete. I think WWE All-Stars, I can't 100% complete that because the THQ servers are down, and you can't log on. I know I did a video saying that I 100%ed it, but I lied. I didn't. I had the multiplayer one, and me and my buddy Remy were always going to get together to try and get these achievements together, kind of trade back and forth, and just yap about whatever in between. It just never came to that, and I actually rented WWE All-Stars back when Blockbuster still existed. God, that's how old that game is. So, looking at that, it's going to be... I kind of wish the developers would be like, okay, you've got this amount of achievements, and you can't get this one because you get online's on there. No problem. We'll take that off of your list. Boom, you've 100%ed the game. Go play something else. Or they're thinking of doing things like that, where they say, like, oh, this achievement's too hard, let's tweak it a little bit so it's a little bit easier to get. Maybe something like Seriously 3.0 in Gears of War 3, where you have to Onyx every medal. That's fucking impossible unless you like sit your ass on the couch every day, day after day, playing that game. And I don't. I want to play other games. I'm not one of these gamers that likes to pick one game and like that's my game. That's my jam. That's all I play. To either 100% or be the best like no one ever was. I'm not singing the rest of it. So yeah, and they're talking about trending stuff too, like, oh, you do this type of achievement in this game. That could be kind of interesting, but honestly, I think the system that we have right now is fine. Like, I like going to my friends list and just be like, okay, Minecraft, I'm at 400 gamer score. Who else is at 400 gamer score? Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you don't have when pigs fly? Yeah, come onto my map. I got a pig with saddle on it. Hop on in. We'll get them in there. So I think I've rambled a little bit too much on this vlog. So yeah, final reservations of the Xbox One, I will save until after E3, which is vastly approaching. I think we're only a few days away from E3 right now. So I'll save my final thoughts for that. I'll probably do a video on that. Or I've expressed interest in doing a podcast with Test Zero. We did a podcast talking about VGAs. And afterwards, we're talking about, they like to do one about the E3 conferences. So that might be something I might do. I might do my own vlog thoughts about that. Never know. So, to recap, we've got Minecraft Part 7 and 8. 7 should be up after you watch this video. Go watch that. 8 should be up on Saturday, as per normal. Sorry about last week. I was just not really feeling 100%. And I was just the whole weekend and the whole week, mind you. Also, change to my streaming schedule. I'm going to be streaming at nights, usually around probably about 9:30 Eastern. Mainly because I thought I was going to be back in May, but the project that I'm doing right now is going to take me well into the summer. I'll be back in my regular schedule come September, I think, if we don't get extended again. But I'm loving this. It's, for me, what I'm doing right now, it's considered paid stress leave. I can't take any time off. I can't leave early. I get all my money, and I don't have to deal with assholes. Well, I technically do, but I don't have to listen to them. Take that as you will. So, enough ramblings. Minecraft coming up this week. Next Achievement Hunter video will be coming out shortly after E3, because as soon as that conference is done, as soon as E3 is all finished, and I know everything there is to know about the new games that are coming out, either for new consoles, old consoles, whatever, and I know that it's like, okay, these are all locked in, now I can do my list, we'll be golden. And, yeah, that's about it. You guys take care. Follow me on Twitter and to keep up with what I'm doing, and see you next time.